Yaya Bah, the finance manager at the Brikama Area Council, has accused the finance director, Alagie Jeng, of engaging in financial malpractice during his testimony before the Local Government Commission of Inquiry. Bah claims revolve around a failure to follow the financial manual and a lack of oversight in financial transactions from May 2018 to January 2023. Our Sani has more.
During the hearing, Bah admitted to not adhering to guidelines outlined in the Financial Manual for Local Government Councils. Despite joining the council in 2005 and obtaining a degree in accountancy from the University of the Gambia in 2021, Finance Manager Bah detailed his career progression within the organization, including a promotion to Senior Account Clerk in 2012 and a redeployment as Acting Rates Manager in 2018. Bah described his role in monitoring tax collectors' work, noting that he relied on a list provided by the principal cashier, Lamin Kanton Kante, to track submissions. However, he confessed that he did not have exact knowledge of the weekly collection amounts made by each collector, rendering his monitoring system ineffective in holding collectors accountable for their submissions.
You told us that you have given the cashier the amount that each of them would have to pay.
No, I didn't say that.
Okay, please.
What I said is I will produce a piece of paper, write the on top submission for that day, name, collector, then amount, signature. So when they come, the collector will write his name, then the amount that he submits and sign. So that is the reference that I will use to know on that particular day those who come for submission and those who did not come for submission. Yes, it's not about me telling the cashier that this is the amount that this person will submit or this. No.
Okay, that's fine.
Yes.
Now, how do you have a way of knowing how much each collector collects for the week or for the day before they come for submission?
No.
You don't?
No.
Now, who hands them these GTRs?
Yes, previously I used to hand them the GTRs, but
okay.
Yes.
But go ahead.
But later it was assigned to somebody
when?
else. That was around between 2022, 2023, around that time.
Please increase your voice.
2023, around 2022, 2023.
Yeah, that's probably at the later stage, right? At the later stage.
Yes.
Now, my question is, yes, if you hand them over the GT in 2018, how many revenue collectors were under you? Do you have a register that you've kept in 2018? To know the revenue collectors, the number that worked under you directly, that you supervised in your time as the manager.
30 plus, because at some.
Do you have a register?
Yeah, I used to have a list of where I.
Do you have a register?
No, not a register per se, but yeah,
The finance manager alleged that his attempts to impose stricter oversight were hidden by his superiors, particularly Alagie Jeng, who advised him to be more lenient with collectors. Bah stated that his efforts to maintain financial discipline were short-lived, lasting only 3 weeks before being shut down.
The collectors were complaining that I was too harsh on them.
But you were not harsh. The issue was they were not coming forward to do their submissions. Is that not what your case was?
And with that, I don't do it alone. I made sure that I had the company of the internal auditor that I will go with.
Yes.
Because I was not doing it in isolation or doing it alone.
Go ahead. Sir.
Yes, I make sure I go with the internal auditor himself.
Mr. Barry?
Yes.
Suleiman Barry?
Yes.
And this was an exercise that you think was effective?
Yeah, I think, yes. For the first 1 or 2, 3 weeks, it was very effective, because the moment you take the GTR from them and the cash book, it would oblige them to come and submit.
Now, why do you think they were not coming forward for Thursday submissions? Mainly, what do you think was the main?
Most of them, their excuses were only with regards to I have an urgent matter to go and solve. I was not well.
They use the money.
My daughter is sick, and so those are some of the excuses.
The inquiry also uncovered Bah's financial transactions, revealing that he withdrew over $11.4 million from the council's account, primarily for salary payments. However, Bah struggled to provide supporting documents for many of these withdrawals, attributing these to Jeng dictating the amount to be written on the checks, underscoring a lack of transparency in the council's financial practices.
As the rate and tax manager?
Yes.
Your responsibility was to pay salary as well?
Yes.
No, you don't have the responsibility. How are you given the responsibility?
The position of acting manager found me doing payments.
No, but I'm just saying.
Yes.
And please correct me if I'm wrong. Acting rate and tax manager, your TOR doesn't cover paying salary, does it?
Well, but then.
No, but let's first have what obtains. You were not supposed to pay salary.
Yeah, well, you know, most of the time when you were.
Let's first go by your position, and then you tell us what was happening on the ground.
Yes.
Were you supposed to pay salary as rate and tax manager?
No.
No. Now, please continue what you wanted to say.
Yes, I was the one paying salaries. So when these positions came up, that the responsibility of paying salaries was still with me, and I was doing the payment.
No, that's not correct.
Yes.
When you were transferred as a rate and tax manager, there was a senior accounts clerk and an accounts clerk, correct?
Lead Counsel Patrick Gomez raised concern about the absence of proper records, highlighting significant cash shortage due to collectors not accounting to their collections. While initially denying awareness of the shortages, Bah later admitted to some collectors defaulting. The commission identified various irregularities, including a loan Bah took without formal documentation and payments made for unused allowances. Bah acknowledged a culture within the organization that discouraged junior officers from challenging their superiors. Awasane, Star TV News.